down? I'm Swisher Pearl, and this is In the Basement, brought to you by my brothers from Culture Media, man. And y'all already know it's cold outside, but this artist that I got with me today is guaranteed to heat shit up, man. I got my boy Meech with me. How you feeling, man?
I'm good, bro.
Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you, bro.
Yeah. So now, you have a really soulful sound, bro, and there's not a lot of people, you know, around that are our peers that's making a sound like that. So I want to know, what are your inspirations musically?
My inspirations come like from church. I was raised in church, and that's where a lot of the soul influences come from. Also, my mom is like a house head. That's a whole nother beast in itself. So
For real.
I get a lot of my influences from that, and then just like that was really my two main influences. Like I didn't grow up on hip hop. I grew up on Dusty. I grew up on Temptations, OJ's. Like that's up until I was about 12. That's all I listened to. My mom was gospel and Dusty. Like I didn't listen to nothing else. Then I got into rap around 12, 13. So I'm late compared to everybody else. But other than that, that was my life up until that age. So I'll guarantee you that's probably why I rap the way I do and make music the way I do.
So what was popping back then when you got into rap?
When I got into rap, Nelly's Hot in Her was the first. That was the first rap song I knew verbatim. And I learned it because we took field trips and they would play like WGCI on like the bus or whatever the case may be, and I saw everybody else rapping, and I'm like, hey, this joint crazy.
Yeah, that was hot back then.
Exactly.
I want to listen to it now though. But
No. It's a different thing now. Yeah, but that was word for word. That was the first record, hip hop record that I knew word for word. So that was the start of all that.
All right, so you from OB East, right?
Yes, sir.
That's what's up, man. So you're not a typical, when people hear the East Side, you definitely not a typical East Side rapper, but would you say you get a lot of support from over there?
For sure. I think a lot of my family was over there. I'm born and raised over there my whole life, off of Bennett and Stoney, and you talk about Gates and all that stuff like that. So I've been raised over there my whole life, all family and my peers. So I get support from them, you know what I'm saying? But I was always the kid where they was like, no, you don't hang out here with us. You know what I'm saying? Like, you go do your thing, go to school. So that was always the thing with the family and always things with the friends that are, in the neighborhood and stuff like that. So that was always the thing. But yeah, they see me doing, music, and they always like, yo, I'm proud of you. I just heard you in the show. So that's always cool, to hear. And like when I'm hooping up with the neighborhood, and we outside hooping and stuff like that. They're like, oh, Kobe, what the fuck are you just? So it's always cool. They're like, you getting fat? I ain't see you. I'm like, man. So it's always cool, to hear feedback from them and get support from them, over on my side of town.
So how would you feel like the sound of music is over there as far as other vocal artists go?
If I say the sound over there, I don't know. I feel like Chicago is eclectic and is different from a lot of scenes in the industry. If you're talking about Atlanta or West Coast or New York, you know what I'm saying? We have Chicago's the one place where you can get like this bluesy sound, and you know what I'm saying? Like Chance is from 79th or whatever case may be, but he gets this bluesy sound. But then Louis and Dirk and stuff like that, and that's a whole different, more hardened types of sound. You know what I'm saying? That we all fuck with, and it's just a Chicago thing. You know what I'm saying? So, but when Atlanta, you know what you're getting. You know what you're getting from Future. You know what you're getting. Even Future been around forever. But then when people like Day come out, you know what I'm saying? It's like you know what you're getting. Like that's Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? You know YG, but you know Snoop. And you know what you're getting from the West Coast. But Chicago, you never know what you're gonna
about that on one of your songs. Is it underestimated?
Understatement.
Yeah. You said it in the hook though.
Yeah, like it's just how you make it out the east side. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like you got to make it out the south side. You got to make it out the west side. Like it's an understatement how we get to this point. You know what I'm saying? How y'all got y'all thing going on. You know what I'm saying with culture, and how I'm making music is like it's finding the avenue out. You know what I'm saying? And it don't. And when I say find the avenue out, I don't want people to take it as what I'm saying. Oh, Chicago's a bad place. we trying to get out. Nah, it's more of a like black people in property. You know what I'm saying? We need money. We need resources. So that's our get out.
Yeah, it's not necessarily making your way out the city.
Exactly. It's making your circumstances. Exactly.
Yeah, let's talk about what you were speaking on earlier as far as the Chicago music scene. Do you feel like it's a difference between when you first started out rapping and versus now?
I would say it's a difference. I think the Chicago music scene in itself has grown. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about, Lupe, Twista, Ye, right? And those were the 4 focal points in the city growing up. But now you have Chance, No Name, Saba, Dirk, Keith. You know what I'm saying? It's gotten to a point where Chicago is a mecca. It's starting to become a mecca for music, and people are checking here. You know what I'm saying? I wish we could have record labels sent here like a Interscope or an Atlantic or whatever the case may be to
Or
really
at least start our own.
Exactly, to really solidify us here. But it's a mecca now. You know what I'm saying? They plucking the talents. You know what I'm saying? I can name a list on and on about the different artists, Mick, Herb. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's just so many people coming from Chicago. So in that aspect, it's changed. You know what I'm saying? People, it's a magnifying glass on this now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say it's easier. You know what I'm saying? Because you work your way through the Chicago scene or whatever the case may be. I'm not gonna say it's easier by no means, but it's definitely more people looking at us, and that's something we didn't have before.
Let's talk about some artists that you had collab with from the city. Is there anybody in particular that you like to work with, or?
Anybody in particular? I have homies. I got homies I support. It may not necessarily have resulted in collabs. Some of them have. I've worked with MF Mello, which is a homie of mine. He's with Pivot Gang, which is Saba and them. As well as I'm working on stuff with another Pivot Gang member, John. Them two my homies. You know what I'm saying, for sure. They come out to shows and support and stuff like that. My homie UG, I support UG. That's my UG baby. We went to college together. I support him. That probably hasn't come to fruition. But that's my homie. He support me. I support him. So BBO here is another homie of mine that I support, and she's really dope. Other than that, man, it's really a tight-knit Sober Gold thing, man. I work with my family and my friends, the closest, the most. So, it's never a slight to anything or anybody or whatever.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about Sober Gold. Expand on that. Like, what is it? Is it like a collective?
Yeah. Okay. So Sober Gold is a music collective that I started with my friends, which has since changed into like a record label through different various circumstances and whatnot. And what I mean by that is we started working, we started making music, and then we looked up and found out we was doing all this stuff our own. We was doing our own PR. We was emailing these blogs. We was talking to these people. We was talking to people that does A&Rs at places and forming our own press kits and stuff like that. And we was like, shit, you know what I'm saying? It's not a collective. It's a record label. We do our own media relations and all this stuff like that. So that's what it teeters between collective and record label and we hope to expand that record label part, down the road once we get our ducks in a row. But in the meantime, it's a collective. That's my family. You know what I'm saying? That's my brothers, and we mesh, and that's I wouldn't want to make music with no other people. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a connection and a bond. You know what I'm saying? Especially when y'all sleeping on the floor, sharing link cards and shit, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to get this music popping, you know what I'm saying? To start to see leeway and start to see, a little bit of daylight from all the nights where we making midnight trips to save a lot, you know what I'm saying? Just living off chips and shit, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to feed the stomach, you know what I'm saying? So it's like that type of thing is something that can't be formed, you know what I'm saying? That's a bond that is real. It cannot be broken, you know what I'm saying? So I refuse. I can't make music without them guys and their input and stuff like that. I won't say can't make music, but their input is always involved somehow. You know what I'm saying? Because of that, and that's kind of what Sober Gold is. And I can't even say it's like a brotherhood. It was just it's a thing that formed and it became family more so. It's kind of like a brother, but it's like I don't know. It's kind of like when you go to the court and it's a 21 and like, no, shorty, the game locked. So it's kind of that in that aspect. You know what I'm saying? We ain't trying to just be like, no, y'all can't fuck with this. Nah, it's just a thing of like it's a bond that's been formed and that has been cultivated, and that's what it is.
I mean, you wouldn't fit in anyway.
You feel me? You feel me?
Exactly.
So it's just that, and it's like we love you though. You know what I'm saying? Still love you. So it's no hard feeling. You know what I'm saying?
Alright, so back in November, we saw you perform at Heaney and the Homies, man. Which
For
the show
sure.
produced by my boy Breeze. Shout out to Breeze. He was
Shout
one
out
of
to
the
the
artists that we
broski.
had on the show, man. And you debuted the song "Hey Big Head."
Yes.
Talk about that. Well, first of all, can we find it anywhere? Is it out?
No, you can't. We can't find that. The information on that is very limited. If you want to come here, Hey Big Head, come to a show.
Cool.
You come to a show, you'll definitely hear that and some other unreleased materials. And I like to try to do that with my music sets. I always want to give people something that they already know and what they love, and then give them something that they've never heard and hope they fall in love with it. You feel me?
All right, man. So let's talk about your latest project. Saints is the title, right?
For sure, yep.
How's the feedback been from that?
The feedback's been dope. It's kind of been received well. We've been able to get on, different publications, like, DJ Booth and Daily Chiefers and different blogs, you know what I'm saying, that kind of influence music in our generation. But overall, I think people really enjoy the project. People really fell in love with the intro track, Save.
That shit, bro.
People fell in love with it. It just hit like 40,000 plays. So to think that, and it has like 1,500 likes. So to think that 1,500 people was like, yo, this is my shit. Let me favorite this. Let me put this away and let me listen to it another day. It's amazing to me. So the whole project has been, received, and when people get past Save, which doesn't seem to happen often, people get stuck like the first song, they're just like, fuck the rest of the tape, shit, this shit, right? But when they get past it, it seems like they really do enjoy what I'm saying, the message that I'm saying, and the other music that's on their project. So I think that's dope. People, everybody has their critiques, so I've given critiques. My own, family gives me critiques. Like, oh, you could have did this better, you could have said this. But that's just how we are of each other. So that I expect. But other than that, the outside public seem to really receive it and really enjoy it. So that's dope. So people seem to enjoy it. So that's really dope.
What's next, man? You got any new projects coming up? Anything that people that should look out for? Some shows or something? I
have songs dropping at the top of January, like that very first week of January. I have a song coming out featuring some family, a lot of family on that record. So, yeah, I mean, new music coming, visuals coming, collabs are coming. So yeah. Just 2017 is gonna be a fun year.
We just gotta stay tuned, man.
2017 gonna be fun.
I need that link, but why don't you tell us? Give us your social media information, man. Tell us where we can follow you at and where we can get in tune with your music.
You can find me on Twitter at OvaEast Meech. That's OVA East EAST Meech MEECH on Twitter. Same thing, just add an underscore to Instagram, and then the same thing on SoundCloud.
The right way, man. All right, so you ready to get into what the people is viewing for in the first place, man? Let's drop it.
I got balls.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. Alright, y'all, the moment you've been waiting for, the reason why we here today, man. We finna bust y'all upside the head with these bars. Swisher P, my boy Meech, man. Let's get it. My eyelids is sitting low, I'm riding high, I'm slamming doors, we bright tonight, like Christmas lights and my blunts glow, like Rudolph knows, my rolls stick like 2x4s. All this grinding we got to show. In the midst of it all, we put it down for the go. Haters running their mouths, but keep their eyes to the flow. Shot City really don't know what they missing. I'm hearing these niggas, but I don't see no competition. It ain't nobody fucking with me, that's the way I'm feeling. If we the dream team, you can call me Swisher Pippin. I step in the arena, these hoes is Aquafina. I turn that pen and paper to a Bentley Benz a Beamer. He think his girl faithful, but she chased me like a cheetah. She say this is a mistake, I tell her blame it on the reefer. I'm sharper than the preacher, but I must be possessed the way I'm killing all these niggas, but I must have been blessed the way I'm passing all these niggas I administer tests. They got them balling up they lyrics cause I'm clearly a threat. They call me a young nigga, but I'm clearly a vet. I been through this, you late. My niggas ballin' hard, you niggas hooping on crates. Gotta keep a pistol with me till they send me to them gates. Long as they don't bust a move, let them pussy niggas hate.
Miss me, dawg. I ain't really got time to invest in your bullshit, no. Yeah. Tell me why you wanna text me when you know I got a 4.0. Yeah. You don't see the bigger picture cause you love your Polaroids, and that's okay though. But they say, Meech, could you pass the weed? They look better on weed. They say, Meech, could you serve our needs? Flex my French like we. Need a little drink in my solo cup. Might fuck around, do a solo. Wasn't really meant to be a runner up. Me and my team about to fuck it up. Put that shit in braille so I know that you feel me. Mama needs bloody, she should pray for her baby. Lost a lot of family, that should weigh on me heavy. Little bit of hell, get a whole lot of heavy. So every single song was like, Meech go crazy. I see the bigger picture, make a relight break. Tennessee the bliss, make a relight break. For a court pressing, I still drop 8. Oh, baby.
Oh my God. Make sure y'all follow my boy Meech on all the social media platforms. I'm Swisher Pearl, and as always, if you can't catch me in the field, come catch me in the basement.
All right.